Hello guys. This is a combat room MMA, and I'm joined by Terrance McKinney, a upcoming UFC lightweight fighter. Terrence, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Ready to get this last practice in so I can relax.
So, how's life been treating you?
No complaints, man. God's been good. That's all I can say. Yeah, and it's getting even better. I got an opponent I call for. You usually don't get that till you're like ranked. So,
You always,
nice to get who I called out.
you always got good energy going on. What keeps you going in your day-to-day life?
Oh, my kids, my wife, my God, just knowing that there's a bigger picture, you know what I mean? And like I gotta make sure I win, so that keeps me going. That way, I can give God the spotlight that he deserves when the time comes.
Yeah. So, if you weren't a UFC fighter right now, what do you think you'd be working as?
I'll probably be a counselor again. I was a peer counselor before, like I took fighting full time, so I'll just be doing that and yeah, training still. I'll probably still fight just even if I wasn't in UFC, just because I like to compete and test myself as an athlete. I'll
What
probably
were
do
you doing?
jiu-jitsu or boxing. I did something.
What were you doing before fighting?
Going to college, wrestling and stuff like that.
So, how did you start out with your martial arts career? What did you do at each age until you got to where you are?
I started when I was 22, but I just knew like when I died and I saw like these demons, I knew God saved me. And then like when after I did drugs, I saw like I fought all these people become like one of the baddest men on the planet. And I was thinking if God allowed me to see all that, I'm obviously supposed to fight, and there's only one place to get a title like that, and that's the UFC. So I wrestled 2 more years, I dropped out and I started taking fighting seriously full time. So I started when I was 22 and I started with jujitsu first. And then I left that gym after like 6 months and then I started training MMA full time and then the rest was history.
So, when you died two times, did you have any anything spiritual happen to you?
Yeah, so I'll say like I saw like a star like with a ring around it. It was cool, but I can tell it was spiritual. And then like I felt like everyone on the planet Earth died, and then I'm floating this like void space area with all just a bunch of dead people. And then I wake up and I'm like one of God's warrior, and I'm just chilling on this island. And then I wake up in the hospital.
And that's where it started.
Yeah,
That's when you came back.
yeah.
So, you've lived one of the wildest comeback stories at MMA. So, at what point did you decide to change your life?
Definitely after that, just knowing that I could have died and just how devastated my mom was, and just like the repercussions of my actions, like the cost, like how like it made it hard for me to wrestle in college and study because I had to keep coming back for court. Just realizing none of that was worth it, and I had to do better.
What was the hardest part about leaving your old habits behind?
Mm, really nothing. I'd say like because I had a good support system around me, and I was like I was the first kid 20 and grounded, so. That helped a bunch not be able to go anywhere. So
So, how did you make sure you never went back to that dark place in your
uh,
life?
I'll say just just based off experience and just maturing, just knowing like that shit's dumb and there's no point. Like and just valuing my time. Like instead of doing that, just using my time to build my career and build towards my goals.
How do you stay so grounded in your career?
The kids help and then like I said, God and just my mom's always checking up on me and anytime I'm starting to fall off, like I start praying and reach out to my family, they pray for me and I just find my way back to God. That always helps.
Who's the most famous fighter in your contact list?
On depends on Instagram or what.
Yeah, just in general.
I would say I used to have Jelly Roll on my phone. I got Justin Gaethje. I got some pretty crazy ones. And on Instagram, Israel Adesanya follows me. George St. Pierre follows me.
Wow.
The sickest follower that I love the most though is on Twitter. John Cena follows me.
What's
Yeah.
what's the what's the craziest DM you've ever gotten?
Just some zesty stuff. I'll be scared as hell. I'll be like, no Diddy, you guys stop. Not with the Diddy DMs, man.
Well, with any fires or just people?
Just random people. I'm like, yo, no, 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 man. I was like, to even have the courage to send someone that is crazy work.
Do you think your story will help any other fighters or people trying to come up?
Yeah, it helps people all the time. Like I send them verses and then I just tell people how I got through and I just send them a DM back. Like it goes a long way. Just like the same as saying hi to someone or like you look good. You never know what someone's going through. So just throw my 2 cents back at them, let them know I care. It goes a long way.
You've had some tough losses and tough knockouts in your career, so how do you reset mentally after a loss?
Just ask God to reinstate the warrior in me, but after the worst happened, like I don't care anymore, you know what I mean? I was like, I already experienced the worst, can't get much worse than that. So I
Yeah.
just gotta get better and I'd rather it happen now than when I'm fighting for the belt. So I'd rather get all my mistakes out of the way right now, and so when the time comes, I have none.
So from now to what's your end goal in your UFC career?
Obviously to touch the belt, because like I'm not a person that likes to just do things for fun. Like anything I did, I like to be the best at it. Like I was ranked number one in the nation in college my freshman year. And then when I went D2, I was ranked number two in the nation. I'm a FILA national All-American. Like it's my job to be the best, you know what I mean? Like and not just for myself, but for my family. They deserve the best out of me. So just to be the champion and just being a person that lead many to God and just lead by example, you know what I mean? And show people that no matter what your mistakes looks like, God can use it for his purpose, you know what I mean?
What do you think you'd focus more on, legacy or money?
I like legacy, and then I'm gonna start a gym and start training people because like that's something I always wanted to do was coach when I was wrestling.
So what do you see yourself doing after you retire from your UFC career?
Coaching, once I got a belt, like the story is amazing. Get a documentary going and yeah, try to get in some movies. Maybe box KSI or Jake Paul, that'd be cool. Get a couple
So,
boxing matches in and just enjoy life and travel a lot with the family.
so you'd be down to be an influencer boxer after your UFC career.
Yes, sir. That'd be fun.
For when it comes to preparing for a fight, how much of it do you think is mental versus physical?
Uh Obviously got to be in shape and stuff like that, but when it comes down to cage, being in the cage is definitely mental. Like whoever can show up, truly believe in himself and have the best mentality, keep going. Pretty much like my Rob, like it's just his mentality. And like people say, not always the best fighters win. So if you can come with a good mental and actually stick to what you're good at and don't deter from it, you're gonna go a long way.
So what percentage would you give it for, like, when it comes to physical versus mental?
Mm, you got, like I said, I'm gonna have to put physical up there because like the main camp just getting in shape and working hard. So that's like literally, I would say 60-40 because mental is huge though at the same time.
60% mental.
No, physical.
Okay.
And then the
So
40 back end for mental.
so when you step into the octagon, you have to have a mental switch to get
Yes, sir.
ready for the fight.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta be like, yo, I'm better than you, and I believe that. And as soon as you hear that bell, you believe in it, and you put the pressure on that guy and make him fight your fight.
Have you ever had fear stepping into a MMA fight before?
Everyone gets a little nervous, but once I'm out there, it's no time to be scared because that dude's trying to kill you. So that's out the door. But once everyone gets a little nervous, but once you're out there, you got to be
So,
ready to fight.
so you've never had fear stepping into a MMA match before?
Not once I'm in a cage, but like before everyone gets the nerves and stuff. Like you're a little nervous, a little scared. But once I'm out there, I know I'm not gonna die, so I just gotta just try to compete the best of my ability. I know God's with me, and the worst that can happen is you lose, and the ref's gonna there to save you. So like, there's nothing to fear. You just gotta have fun at that rate.
What's your signature move in your fights?
I'll say the 1-2. I've landed at least once clean every fight. So, and
Knock
then
someone out in 7 seconds with that. It's
yeah, I mean, and then I'll say yeah, rear naked choke probably. I got a couple of those in UFC.
so how good is your cardio? Because we've only seen you win in the first or second round. We haven't seen, you're a bit like Tom Aspinall in it. We haven't seen you pass the first or second round. So if it comes December, are you ready to fight 5 rounds? If it is,
I'm ready to fight 3 rounds, if I have to. But I see a lot of points where I could take advantage of it and put this guy away. But honestly, now that I got composure, I think I can stay calm. I'm not as panicked and I'm not gonna get as tired. I'm comfortable being tired now because like with such a good team and I'm training with high level people like every day. Like so I feel like no matter what, I'm ready for wherever the fight goes this time around.
what's your game plan stepping into this fight? Do you see any weaknesses that he has?
Just to win at all costs at this rate. I feel like my time's here. I'm with the right team and now it's just time to perform and give God the glory after he gives me the victory December 6th.
You study your opponent before a fight.
I try not to because some people highlight me crazy and you don't want to get doubt in your mind.
Go in.
Or when you watch, you be like, oh, this dude sucks. So I only watch a few times and then I'll just let my coach handle the rest because they can see things that I'm not gonna see.
But do you not try looking at potential weaknesses that you can pick up on?
Yeah, like I said, I watched it like twice, but other than that, like no. At the
No.
end of the day, in a fight, it's gonna be way different. You know what I mean?
So you think watching that highlights scares you a bit, so you try to stay away from it.
Depends who it is. Some people just be fucking people up. So it's a double-edged sword. There's some people you watch, you're like, that's he's whack. You know what I mean? And then you're overconfident. I just watch a little bit and I just try to stay in the middle.
So you try not to make sure that you're grounded.
Yeah. Make sure I respect them and don't respect them. You know what I mean?
So which fight do you think taught you most about yourself? If it came to adversity or pushing yourself?
Uh, I would say before the UFC, and that's when I knew I could do it because I fought this guy who was 5-1 in Seattle and I went to the third round this fight and I was able to and they said I was down two rounds so and I ended up
So
getting
you
a
had
submission.
to get a finish.
I got a heel hook knee bar in the third round.
So you had to push yourself past that and make sure you get the
Yeah.
finish.
hmm But what helped me was this little blonde mom who was cheering me on the side and like, Terrance, you
Mm.
can do this. And I was like, what the hell? That's pretty cool. And then I got a little burst of energy because like it felt like she was like my mom and she was going hard for me. And I was able to get the finish at the end. It was awesome.
So how do you celebrate after a fight?
These days, I wait till I get home and take my family to do something sick, and then you celebrate with the boys.
So if you had to rate these 5 fighters in their prime, one being the best and five being the worst. So the first fighter on the list is Dustin Poirier.
I gotta hear all the fighters.
It's blind ranking, blind ranking.
Is blind ranking? Let's put Dustin at 3.
Dustin at 3. Okay, the next fight, Tony Ferguson.
Let's put him at five.
Prime Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
Uh, Ilya Taporia,
Let's put him at one.
Islam Makhachev,
Psych. Take that. I want to put, yeah, Islam second.
and Justin Gaethje for.
Mm, I'll put him at three.
Okay. So
I think that was all five.
yeah.
That was quick. All right. So what was the list? Ilya, Islam.
Ilya first, Islam, Dustin.
Yeah.
You put Dustin at three before.
Yeah. And then I put Dustin at three.
Yeah, yeah. But then you put
Oh,
Justin at three as well.
ah. All right.
So who are you putting at four? Dustin or Gaethje?
Dustin.
And then Gaethje at four and Tony at five.
Yeah.
So in the lightweight division right now, which fight do you think is elite but you're not impressed by? So overrated.
For me, it would have to be Michael Chandler right now.
Michael
Overrated
Chandler.
as hell. Overrated as hell. And if we ever fought, I knock him out in the first round. I truly believe that.
So is that a fight that you'd want in the future?
Yeah, but he's probably gonna be retired soon. Whoever beat his ass next, I know he's gonna retire. Hopefully I get to do
Do you think he has good at fight IQ?
it. Nah. Before I got to my new team, I think had about the same IQ, but now that I'm on with Fusion, we got IQ now. And I know we ain't got the show yet, but you guys, I think everyone get to see it this fight for sure.
So who's the most dangerous guy in your division right now?
Most dangerous. Instead of like in fact, like people that can do damage, I would
Yeah.
say I would say Charles, bro, just because like he's so good everywhere.
So you think he'd be the most dangerous for anyone right now?
Yeah, he's a dangerous fight for everyone, obviously. See how
What
he did Gamrot? That was crazy.
what do you think your dream matchup would be if you could fight anyone in the lightweight history from the start of the UFC to the right now? Which fighter would you want to fight?
Hmm. It changed for me now. At first, I'd say Khabib because I just want to see if like how strong he is, and if I just want to see what people are talking about. I want to feel it. You know what I mean? So,
You think
but
people are over exaggerating?
I don't know. I just want to feel it. I want to feel how insane it is because I'm not a person that just like hears stuff. I want to feel it. You know what I mean?
You're gonna test yourself.
Yeah.
So who would it be right now then?
Uh, it'd been sick to got to fight Dustin, but he's gone now. But just because Dustin's boxing is so filthy, and he ain't never in a boring fight. It'd just be sick to box him, even to train with him or anything. Not just fight. Like it'd be just dope to train with him. Like I think he's a badass.
So since Ilya Taporia is such a dangerous fighter, a lot of people haven't beat him yet. What do you think the game plan would be to beat Ilya Taporia?
Lots of kicks, knees up the middle, and then yeah, and also what I would say. And I think I would make him wrestle a lot more than just one exchange.
Because you think if you wrestle with him, then you can tank his cardio.
Not tank his cardio, just take the power off his punches. You know what I mean? Because the arm's gonna get fatigued. So that's
Okay.
what I look to do. Blast his arms with kicks, wrestle him, get his arms fatigued, and then make him fight.
Which fighters do you think could beat Ilya Taporia?
Islam, maybe Armin, and I think Justin Gaethje has a puncher's chance. I truly do.
Because the lightweight division is a mess right now. So who do you think deserves the next title shot?
I wouldn't just off of just fan purposes and just the history. I'd love to see Patty fight Ilya. That'd be dope.
Yeah, because people are saying that fight might happen in January.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, that's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out. They're both The crap talking on that is gonna be golden for Patty, but we all know that Ilya sucks on the mic, but he knows how
So
to bring the action though, so it's gonna be fun to watch.
do you think Scouts can get knocked out
Dude, he's a big dude, bro. People don't understand that. He's gonna be a lot bigger than Ilya, weight wise, height wise.
even
And
after the
I hate
fight?
to say it, Patty, he is a goofball, but he got good IQ out there. And you guys can see that.
Who do you think is the most underrated fighter in the lightweight division right now?
That's unappreciated.
Yeah.
I'll say Grant Dawson don't get enough love. He should get a higher opponent than instead of fighting down, but he got injured, so but I think people don't give enough credit. The dude's like 11-1 in the UFC.
Which fighter in the top 15 would you want to fight?
Give me give me Michael Chandler. Give me Michael Chandler.
What would be your game plan for Chandler since he's really dangerous in the first round
So, yeah,
and
bang it
you're
out.
really dangerous in the first round as well as we've
And
seen?
so we'll duke it out right in the middle. I
Mhm.
think I think I got a nice little knee for him to the face. And then I'll even make him wrestle too, because he gets gas. So I'll wrestle him and then put the paws on him.
What do you want fans to remember when they hear your name?
Mm, just remember me as a guy who's has humility, a guy that treats everyone as equal, and someone that never was a sellout, never let the fame get him, a humble beast. And like I said, God fearing man.
What do you think is the most misunderstood thing about you as a fighter?
Mm, not really. I'm pretty open book.
So, if you had one message for your 18-year-old self right now, what would it be?
Nothing. Everything that happened shaped me to be the man I am today. So I wouldn't tell him nothing because the mistakes, the success, it all had to happen. So that I'd be prepared for these kind of moments.
So, without those moments, you wouldn't be the man you are today.
Hmm.
So, what what dream arena would you want to headline?
It'd be dope to headline in New York. That'd be a vibe.
Oh, for
Madison
UFC
Square.
323.
No, not that. Just Madison Square Garden. The UFC 323. That's in Vegas.
What's uh what's the craziest DM you've gotten since joining the UFC?
Like I said, you zesty stuff or like. You cooked my parlay. Like when I fought Drew Dober, I was just telling everyone blame Keith Peterson.
Huh?
I told everyone to blame Keith Peterson, the ref, because he stopped the fight early, in my opinion, against Drew Dober. I was blocking everything. He was hitting me on the bottom.
Who do you think will win in a street fight? Tony Ferguson or Nate Diaz?
Uh, they already fought, so I'm gonna have to go Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz, motherfucker.
So if you could have two fighters with you in a street fight, who would you bring with you?
John Jones, and then give me Alex Pereira.
So you'd want some people with good punching power.
We winning. We might cook like 100 people, honestly.
What what if it was Tom Aspinall and Ankalaev jumping?
No, I think we're still getting it.
What do you think the best fight you've ever watched is?
My favorite fight of all time is Jose Aldo versus Chad Mendes too.
What was that, 2014?
I don't know when it was, but that fight was sick.
So what's your go-to post-fight meal?
Uh, After the fight, I'm gonna hit up Barry's. If I'm in Vegas, I love going to Barry's Steak, their steakhouse. Bussin'. Give
If
me
you were
steak and
the
lobster. I'm golden.
if you were the head of the UFC, what rules would you change?
Uh, Two second foul, always a point, no matter what. If you get a second foul, point.
So if
And then
even if it's a different foul to the first one,
yes,
even if it's like grabbing the fence,
yes. point automatically.
So what else would you change?
Let's bring back punting people.
Punching people?
Punting.
Or what, on the floor?
Yeah.
So you'd want it more like Pride.
Yes, sir. Make it like Pride. It's a fight. We know what we signed up for.
Who do you think the best fighter outside the UFC is?
Strike and riser just all around.
All around.
Outside of UFC, let me think. That's a good question. I'm trying to think. Most of the fighters that I like are just strikers from one championship. They're not really just like MMA fighters. But if we're talking about best fighter all around out of UFC, probably someone in Dagestan. Let's be honest. There's so many of them that are hella good and probably never been to UFC. That's the craziest part.
Which boxer do you think would be the best? Would do good in the UFC?
Terrence Crawford next.
Terrence Crawford.
100%.
Is it because his background in wrestling?
Yeah.
So since you'd want to find misfits, which fighter would you want to fight?
Give me KSI.
KSI.
Yeah.
Would your game plan be for KSI?
Nothing. I'm walking that boy down and finding that chin and slumping him.
Well,
No
a
game
lot of
plan needed.
why do you think a lot of MMA fights can't transition successfully in boxing?
Not really transitioning successfully, though, I'd say. Not that many win.
Do you think it's boxing is too limiting?
It's just like it just takes the tools away from him, and like a lot of people aren't pure boxers, but I think Ilya would do good though, for sure.
Ilya,
Yeah.
who do you think the best
And I think
uh
Dustin would do good too.
who do you think the best striker is in the UFC right now?
hmm it has to be Ilya or Alex Pereira for sure.
What about grappling?
Pure grappler. I would say Kamzat. Um, and then um Carpenter at 125. He trains at the lab. He can grapple like a motherfucker.
If you could have
And
anyone's who?
Tatura. That little
Oh,
Asian dude at 125.
oh, okay. If you could have any UFC fighter's chin right now, who would you have?
Give me give me Holland's chin or Vittori's.
Vittori's chin is solid.
Yeah.
How he took a lot of shots in his last fight.
Yeah, don't
His
that boy
his
don't
chin
knock
saved
you
him.
down. I need that. I'll be unbeatable.
So during fight week, how do you prepare yourself?
It's really just cutting weight the whole time, just chilling. I don't I don't even like to think about the fight till I'm out there, to be honest. So fight week, I'll fall asleep before my fight, and then they're like, Terrence, you need to warm up, and I'll wake up from my nap, start warming up, and then I'll go fight.
You have any message for your opponent in December?
Nah, I'm just gonna let my fighting dude talking. Nothing but love for him. He donated to my for my brother's funeral, but yeah, it sucks that he has to be the one to lose, but that's
So you're not
life.
much of a trash talker when it comes to the lead up to a fight.
Nah, just go handle business. You guys already know I'm coming.
You let your fighting do the talking.
Yeah,
So what's the hardest weight cut you've ever had in a UFC fight?
my last fight I cut from 180 Wednesday all the way to 156 Friday morning.
So how do you cut weight leading up to a UFC fight? Because a lot of different fighters, they have like Marab, he just goes in a run, other fighters try sweating it out, go in a sauna room. How do you lose that
Yeah,
weight?
that's what I do, and then water load, and then strictly protein at the end of it, and then I'll sauna for 15, wrap myself up for 15, and just keep doing that back and forth, and then I do another session at night. So I did 10 pounds in the morning, 10 pounds a night, and then I cut the rest in the morning.
Um,
If you water low right, it goes right out quick.
Have you ever had a weight loss that's gone wrong? Like, I mean, weight cut.
This last one, I was dying. I wasn't sweating no more. I thought I was gonna have to cut my hair, but I prayed, stepped on that skull that last
Mhm.
time, and 156. I started crying. I was like, God is good, because I was ready to give up my 30%. That's how terrible I felt.
Do you think the UFC should stop weight cutting?
Uh, or add some more weight class. That'd be nice.
So if you could add new weight classes to the UFC, which weight classes would you add?
Just make everything in five. So make
For every
it
5 pounds.
every 10, like 165, 175, 185, or is it 189 or something like that? And then 205, just keep it just like that.
Well, do you think that would like make each UFC division like title be less valuable?
Nah, people just move up and then yeah, 175 be good for them. Yeah.
Who do you think would win in a fight between Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev?
Islam next.
Islam,
Yeah, 100%.
because he's a grappler.
Islam the undefeated slayer. Anyone on a win streak, he ends it.
So, which fight would you want to see next? Like, if you could see any fight happen, which fight would it be?
Uh, the fight I want to see the most is just Islam versus Ilya. That's the fight that everyone wants to see. I hope he wins, and if Ilya goes up to 170 and slump him, he's the GOAT in my opinion, the GOAT of all MMA history.
Do you think that uh, since there's rumors about Ilya getting divorced, do you think that'll improve him fighting like, Justin Gaethje might die or do you,
Everyone's saying that be killing me. I
do you
think I think
do you
he's
think he'll
starting to lose
make Ilya
focus.
better as a fighter?
I seen with a bunch of girls and stuff. I think he need to step back and refocus. But he got time to play around, but he got to recenter himself for sure. I can tell.
Yeah. So do you think that'll help him out in his next fight against Justin Gaethje or
It depends how he's handling it. It looks like he's going out, going with different girls. Like he got to stay focused, man. A lot of people get undefeated, and then like once they start losing that focus, man, you saw what happened to Connor.
do you
It's
think
hard to
Conor
stay
can
disciplined. It's hard to stay disciplined though. I've been there.
how do you stay disciplined after a fight?
It's hard. Like I tell you, I go back and forth. But like I said, once I see myself doing shit I don't like again, that's when I know I need to pray. So I fast for a little bit and just try to recenter myself.
Yeah. So that's all the questions I have for today. Thanks a lot for your time, Terrance McKinney.
Oh, my dog, I appreciate your time. I love you, dog.
It was
And
great. It was great having you on the podcast.
I gotta get to the gym now, and